I'm Margaret Ann Windsor, and the name I have to use is Peggy Ann Dempsey. I'm married to Childers. I was kidnapped at 41 and brought to Bolton, Alabama from London, England, Buckingham Palace to be exact. It's who my father is. It's why they kidnapped me. And then I put a lot up on YouTube and Facebook. What I want to say here is they've used just about everything on me to make me look nuts. So now then, they moved me from place to place, made me run by using chemicals, toxic fumes where I lived when I get a place to live. This is done at such a high level and deliberately to keep me homeless and no money. I remember when I left Mr. Flint's, I don't know how much he knew. This is all on my face and body. I've got put it up. But the thing that he said when I left, he said, my hair's even coming out too. Used to have it really is. He said, there's no room in the inn. And I didn't know what he meant then, but I suppose they meant that I wouldn't have a place to stay, that this would happen to me. And later, actually, Mr. Flint showed up with freedom of speech. Jerry Falwell sued him for an article he had right here in Roanoke. Now, I like Mr. Flint, don't get me wrong, he tried. Okay, I wanted to say this. The people have been so cruel. The police can get things on the children or them or code violations or this and that, where everybody's got something to hide. And because I look like this bag lady, I can't get an attorney. I'm begging. They can get away with it, doing anything to me. So they compromise, and sometimes it's the cops who are on my side, okay? So people compromise either way. What I needed was at least, since they stole me from my homes and put another tenant in them, Elizabeth, and they've tortured me and my sons all our lives, and I don't know where my sons are. The least they could have done is given me a place to live. That was, okay, I've said enough. This is scabies that I have on me. I moved into the Knight's Inn back in November the 9th, and they've used the fumes too. So people's question is, well, why do you go back? I'm telling you why. It meets me coming. It's there before they've already got it planned. So you can call me nuts or anything you want to, because you don't want to get involved. And that's what Noah, an FBI agent, said to me when I still had the Larry Flint car in Grottoes, Virginia in '84. And I was actually pumping gas and cooking and living in a little trailer to live. I didn't have money to put in the gas tank. He came in, and when I remembered he was friends of my husband's back at Brown Engineering back in 1960, 62 in Huntsville, Alabama. And he's there in Grottoes, supposed to be retired in 84, 85, and he said to me, they've made it so ludicrous, and he was talking about the FBI, that people know you're telling the truth. It gives them a chance to help or walk away. So what I wanted to finish here is I haven't committed a crime, and right now I have nowhere to go, and I'm left pulling my few articles. I had to go and buy some clothing at Walmart yesterday, a few pieces, and if I have to go camping, they'll be right out there running me then. And I have no place to go. I can't get on a bus anymore, and so I'm going to leave it at this. This is bed bugs. I've got the bites, the pictures from bed bugs at both places, and I put them up on Facebook and YouTube. But I had to go back to the doctor Friday, and then I went back and picked up the medicine, and they've got it diagnosed as scabies. And herein is what I'm going to say. Scabies are little mites that burrow into the skin. And they're horrible. You can't get rid of them, just like bed bugs, I guess. But I had both of them. And what I remember is when I stayed at the Knight's Inn last year, last year. And the guy came in and soaked the carpet. Soaked it. And I'm allergic. The only other thing, I'm allergic to chemicals, and that's really the basis of how I've been run. Only you can't take a photo of your lungs and the inflammation and all that caused from deterioration of it, what they've done to me, my kidneys. But you can take pictures of this, which has done me no good. But anyway, last year when this guy came in, he's got a beard. I don't know if he's Mormon or just, he kind of looks that way, the way hat and everything. He comes in with his can of spray and soaks the carpet, and me telling him, please just spray lightly, I'm allergic to chemicals. Well, that's when I noticed the stinging on my feet and legs, and it was like I had lice in my head. And, of course, they're not going to say anything, people that own the inn there, the Patels and Shaws, who are way up to the senators now. They can do anything to me. They have gotten so wealthy with motels and everything. So now then I had to move. And now I had to move because I've gone the route and I came back to the same place, only it's changed name from Howard Johnson to the Knight's Inn. So about 2 weeks after I came in, I felt like the stinging, and he come in after then, I believe the person did spray, same person. And he sprayed, the stinging started. But about 2 weeks after I came back there, the lice started, and it was so bad. It felt like they were in my eyelids and everything, in my hair and pubic. So after a month of that, I couldn't stand it. I believe it was a month. They moved me. So this is how they've done before, only it was chemicals. If you can't get it into court, it makes me look like a fool. So they moved me on down to 140. I moved to 140, and it had the same thing. He came in, the pest control, he sprayed, and again, he just soaked the carpet, and it made it worse. They were all over the bed, all over me. And so after a month or two, I've been there 5 months as of the 9th of this month, a few days ago, yesterday. So I stuck it out, thought I was going to get an apartment at Richfield. Hasn't happened because I'm shut down, deliberately made homeless. So they moved me after a while. It got so bad, they moved me right next door to 139. That's where the mites and I saw the bed bugs. Got so bad. And I want to say this. Well, let me go ahead. So I can't explain. It's horrible. So I asked again to be moved, and they act like it's my fault. In fact, I didn't feel the bed bugs and what I now know scabies. Well, I did. The scabies were there in the carpet. And they were saying, well, you must have moved it in with your things, because I moved my suitcase and what few belongings I can keep together. And I told them, no, I didn't. So they leave me arguing and all this. So anyway, now then I had bed bugs and got pictures of them. So they moved me back up to where I started almost, the first room, right next to it, 133. Same thing happened, got so bad I'm just swelling, I'm everything. So they moved me back to 141, which is on the other side of, okay? And it's worse than any of it. And I did find bed bugs and took pictures of them, and they know it. I went to the doctor and I got urgent care and got got a cream, hydrocortisone, and I didn't get to take it though right back then, get it filled, because I can't get a cab that easy and have to get someone to help me with paying for it. And so a few days later, I went to get the prescription filled, and I didn't know it, but I looked at my face and my lips, they peeled, and I looked awful. I was distorted, my face, my lips, my chin. I was standing there looking at the druggist, and that's when she gave me the hydrocortisone, and I hadn't taken anything else. Now then I find out, it was after I got the prescription filled, that I think they would try to say the hydrocortisone, if this ever went into court, but there's a lot more to it than just this. Believe me, law's broken. They will try to say, because I had to go back this time, it's so bad, I moved up to Super 8, which is supposed to be a pretty good motel. I had to move. I couldn't get a place to go to get away from that. They're right next door, and they're owned by the people from India, Patel and Shaw, and people from India. They're all associated, this group is, I think. Anyway, I moved up here. I had some time on rewards with Wyndham. They booked me in one of the rooms at I didn't know it at the time, $72 a night. Well, the first night I was eaten up. And then I stayed 3 nights they paid for. I got them to move me to another room, and all the time they're mean. Oh my God. They're really rude here, people that own it. So they moved me into that room, and I paid 2 nights, and it's so horrible. And I got pictures of bed bugs, so I thought it was bed bugs, okay? I didn't know mites and scabies was involved. So now then yesterday, and them knowing I'm allergic to chemicals, I never had problems. I stayed here a few times last year, and I never had problems with it. It was clean, and they didn't soak me with fumes or anything. Well, it makes it look good unless you know they're told and they act and do what they're told to. They're compromised, and they don't care. They promised me another room twice. 114 didn't get it. So this room, I had to go and get the medicine refilled. Or not filled, it's another one, something, and it's for scabies. And I guess you can use it for bed bugs, I don't know, but it's different from the hydrocortisone. So now then, I come back, and it sounds like they're being good again. I'm just this person that's all over the place, bouncing around, bag lady. It's my fault that I drug it in with some canned goods and my suitcase and backpack and the few clothing I have. So I came back and paid for another night. I have nowhere to go, using it up in cab fare and everything. And she said, well, just wait and we'll really clean. We're going to put you not in 114, which they promised me twice, directly across the hall from the room I was in. And they cleaned it, but they cleaned it with heavy chemicals, which hurt me, but I didn't say anything. I went ahead and moved my things, threw half of my suitcase away, etc., just to make sure I didn't carry anything with me. And got over here last night, and I was so sick from my throat raw and all that, just sick. But then I would be so glad that there wasn't anything biting me and all that, and the marks are so horrible all over my body. And lo and behold, about 4 hours later, getting in bed, it started all over again. But the thing that I wanted to say here, he told me to, well, don't you just go ahead and leave. I mean, I didn't do anything, but I'm the victim here. And I paid to be gassed. I've said that before. I've paid now to be bitten. And you should see the medical bill now on 2 trips and the medicine and staying here to get bit before. So what could have been a nice stay for me turned out to be just an extended horror story. So now then I'm here, and I'm told that I have to leave today. I didn't do anything, it's this. But anyway, I moved into this last night, and I was looking at the prescription of the cream they gave me. Well, it didn't give me, but yesterday, something, I've forgotten the name of it. And on it, her diagnosis was scabies. And I think she did mention perhaps bed bugs or something, but scabies. And scabies can cause swelling and etc. Cause you to swell your throat, just like it's done me. I put other pictures up of my face and everything being swollen bad, and I can't breathe. I've already said that before I saw this yesterday, the prescription she gave me and brought back. I had used hydrocortisone. So I don't know if anything ever got in court, and this is the least of it if I live. Believe me, it's ongoing, like the FBI letter said, ongoing investigation, national security involved. That was June the 23rd, 1978, when I'd done a medical malpractice book on mind control when Larry Flint was shot and all that. So anyway, I wanted to put this up because of the timeline. The hydrocortisone, as far as I know, did not make me swell. In fact, I was swelling before I got that prescription filled. I just put that up. Now that I find out this can make you swell, I've already swollen. I don't know if you can see this. I took pictures again this morning. Look at my eyes. This isn't from the prescription they gave me yesterday. I haven't used it. This is from the bed bites and the infection and the hell that they should be put in jail for.